Hey folks, it's Brian coming from GenCon. It's actually Friday morning. I had some logistical issues on Wednesday and Thursday, so this is the first time I actually have my laptop and I can actually do something here. So hey, Wednesday night I ran my first game. It was the Broken Tower. I ran Broken Tower 3 times this convention, and it turns out that it was sold out. So there's supposed to be 6 people there, but only 4 showed. Then a fifth guy came in later on, just to take a spot. But these 4 folks were people that I ran for at Chaosium Con. Don't remember which scenarios I ran with them. I know the 2 of the guys. It was one of the Pendragon scenarios. But anyway, so Broken Tower. Because I tried to run my game 4 players, but everybody pretty much knew about Runequest, so I didn't do the whole Glorantha thing. Just ask any questions, look at the care sheets, any questions, that kind of thing. And I was using the folios from the starter set, but just the first 7, the ones that were out of the actual blue book. And there were no issues. There was Vasana and Vishidan with Cousin Monkey, and shoot, who were the other 2? Oh, I don't recall. It's been so long, right? Wednesday night, and here's Friday morning. But anyway, the session started out, some role play stuff. Okay, what would you do first thing in the morning? We have an alarm system in the clan. 1 bell is, everybody get your attention. What's going on? Pay attention. 2 bells is return to what you're doing, and 3 bells is alarm. Come to the longhouse. And so there's a bang, and then a bang, bang, bang. And so, but I went through each person, got a chance to explain. Okay, in the morning, Mulan. Vasana is brushing her bison, Mulan, and, taking care of her. And she's ring, and 3 bells, she runs. I think Harmas was one of the other ones. Yes, it was, because, Zara, the clan chieftain's wife, who is Harmas' mother, is in charge because Baranthos is at the Sun Time or the Trade Time Festival. So they come running. Zara does her thing. They talk to Bera, the wounded herder, and then there's some discussion. Things are going on. What are they going to do? They do end up going to the site where the cattle were pastured when the attack came. They look around. They did not find any clues there, but 60 head of cattle are kind of hard to miss. So off that direction. So they follow off. They actually mount up, so everybody's on a mount, so they can try to catch up to the raiders. They get to the spot where the cattle movement goes north, and somebody I think it was Harmas, made a critical success on his scan. So, well, a couple of people can see, hey, there's like something up there. It's a murder of crows, and they're pecking on a body. Vasana races up there, shakes off, shoos away all the crows, and flips the body over, and it's a female, her throat's been cut, and all that kind of stuff going on. And they start thinking to me, okay, what can we do to take care of? So I do a little spiel about, oh, and Vishy does a discorporation to go to the spirit world to find her spirit to bring it back. That was pretty cool. But while he's doing that, and the others are trying to figure out, okay, how can we take care of the body, kind of thing. Somebody spies movement. Oh, it was Vostor. Yeah, Vostor spies movement in the tree line. Draws his bow and arrow. Says there's somebody in the tree line. Vasana jumps on her bison and charges down there. And of course, it's Carthalo, and he gets trapped against the wall. And she makes some the awareness rolls to find out, yeah, he's deaf and blind in one eye and that kind of stuff, right? So they manage to calm him down with communication skills, and they bring him back, and then he does his spiel about, we take care of the spirit, and they asked if he knew about anything happening, because they say, hey, we're here trying to track down these great dogs who stole our cattle, and he goes, oh yeah, this happened, that happened. So there's communication going on, a little bit of role play. I still try to do that every time somebody mentions the stone woman. He goes into his the stone woman. If you see the stone woman, you should run. It didn't happen too much this time though, but a few times, right? It was fun, and there's a whole spirits and that kind of thing going on. But they go through that, and then the rain starts to come down. They build the cairn around the body. He does the summoning. She came actually pretty quickly. It was a regular success, but they rolled a 1 um, on the time die. Was it regular success or maybe special? Well, she came in 1 minute, right? So the ghost appears. There's some discussion there with her on what happened, and she gives her thing, choking on her own blood kind of deal, and how they didn't want to do this. And I started doing this whole thing where the ghost is racked with its feelings at the time, right? So she's often incoherent, um, crying about, so sad what's happened, and they're to blame, and they need to make reparations, and like I said, and save my friends, and all this kind of stuff, right? That keeps interrupting actual trying to communicate with her, right? That was kind of fun. But then starts to rain. They go to Vishy's place. They go to Cartholo's place. Oh, by this time, Vishy's come back. You couldn't find her, but Cartholo had summoned the spirit here, and they talk about being trapped. I'm trapped. I can't get out. So there's some discussion about that, and that's why he couldn't find her and that kind of thing. So Vishy's back. They all go to Cartholo's, spend the night, some discussion on stuff. They notice the markings, some more talk about the stone woman. Maybe there's more than one. She may have been worshipped in these time anciently, but it's just a ghost. But then when a goddess dies, when a goddess is dead for eons, how many dreams does she have, kind of thing, right? Which is something I had missed from previous sessions. So they do their thing. They leave Cartholo. They go off by themselves. Get the group. Go up. There's the whole incident with the cow and the rock lizards. I know I should cut back the number of rock lizards because this combat takes so long. But I didn't. I forgot to. So there's all 7 of the rock lizards, and they start fighting, and then of course this battle takes not a long time, but it took quite a while. They did get a couple of charge attacks, Vasana on her bison. That was kind of cool. The whole discussion on a cavalry trained beast will stay calm during combat. It does not fight for you on its own. That's a war beast. It's different. Now, if somebody attacks it, it would kick at it, sure. But it's not like charge attack, gore, trample. No, it's not that kind of a beast. But they take care of the rock lizards. A bunch of rock lizards, once they get hit, they pretty much run. They're hungry, but they're not going to die, right? And they do some healing on the cow, and then they have Cousin Muggy dragging the cow around, and then off they go again. They see the paved road. They look at the main here. They tried to read it. They couldn't do that. They did think about searching out, making a wide swath harmast on a zebra, looking for any intact main hair, but he was not successful in his scans. They get to the hill fort. Standard stuff there on what it's like, what's going on, and it's all strange and different. And Vostor sees the head pop up, got a special, I think it was, because you could tell it was a Persian with the helmet. It was similar to the Grey Dog helmets that Laniki, is that her name, had. So the girl who had throat cut. And he hears footsteps running away. It must have been critical because he heard the cows too. So okay, the cattle are in there somewhere, towards the center. It looks like. So they go up the pathway, and then there's this maze of ruins. They do one round of searching. What did they find? They found something, but it wasn't really anything interesting. But they make their listen rolls to get the cows up here by the tower. So go up to the tower, kind of discuss how this is on a raised dais of a type that's all stone, and make a little discussion. Okay, now, stone, earth elementals don't work in stone. They have to have earth, right? Oh, I forgot. When they were searching, they see all these different skulls and stuff, and I had Vasana make a roll, and so she recognized an aurochs skull, and the aurochs is these giant bulls, right? And I believe they're extinct. But Vasana's player took this as some kind of sacrilege against Orlanth because it was a sacred aurochs that they had killed and done something with, and so she pulls it off, and she was going to try to not destroy. She pulled it off, but when that happened, there's a scrupa there, right? So they see this motion in the dirt, and then the skull starts to rise, and vines and rocks and sticks start to make this thing, and so she just wails on it. I think she got a special success first time. She did a lot of damage on that skull and ended up just crushing it. which disperses the Scrupa. Okay, so there's something weird going on with the skulls and stuff. So they get to the tower. They hear the chanting. So they start discussing about, hey, do we buff up? Do we just rush in? Half of them want to rush in. I don't know how to buff. They want to do something, right? So, I slow things down. Okay, strike rank 1. Same as a 10, the strike rank 1. Moving in. Okay, so we move in. Here's the tower. It's all wet and glistening. It's dark and dripping, and the blood is so thick you can taste it in the air. And the rock piles from the broken ceiling, and there's the central post round thing, and on it's a skull, and there's these bones in some kind of a pattern, and there's the draped over the edge is the cow skin, and there's these rivulets of blood and the pool, the drainage points that it has out and about, and there's 3 people over there sleeping, and then there's the statue behind your big huge female form, all pasted in ochre, and so they come in. Somebody goes over to check out the bodies. Sure enough, they're dead. Blood all over their chest. Their throats have been slit. And at that, they're moving in, moving around. Strike rank 11, the Scrupa comes, so the head starts to come up, and immediately they go to attack. And then a couple of them, instead of attacking the Scrupa, head for the statue, they're looking for Danikos, because he's been here somewhere, because he was chanting earlier, but before they heard the chanting when they came to the tower. Before they went in, though, it stopped. So he went and hid. He's doing his thing, buffing up, that kind of stuff. Gave him 3 rounds because he's going to do 3 buff spells. They're looking for him. They're thinking he might be behind the statue kind of thing. And the Scrupa's coming, right? So they attack the Scrupa, breaking legs, and they hear the voices in their heads from the Stone Woman. Yanioth was the 4th one, because she is Earth speech and she recognized what was said, and she does her spiel about, I've slept too long, I'm hungry, will you feed me? That kind of stuff. Bring me more. But at that, we were passing 11. So we had to cut short. I did a narrative finale for that on what could happen, what happens, what could do. Could she have wiped him out? Yeah, it's very possible, right? That kind of thing. Did you talk with her? Yeah, they could have coordinated with her and did all kinds of stuff, made bargains and deals and stuff. But anyway, they all seemed a good time. It was good to get back into it. First day GenCon down. Happy gaming.